Hey folks, I'm Surveying Glory, and welcome back to Solasta, Crown of the Magister. So, having been playing Baldur's Gate 3 for a while, Solasta came out in full release, and I decided to get back into it. And I think the game is just so good that I needed to bring it back to the channel, another run through and see how it plays out. So we're going to start a new adventure. So these are the people we'll be following on our adventure. I decided to go with 4 characters from the same race because I wanted them to actually sort of know each other. Maybe not be friends as such, but acquaintances at least. And they've all got the same benefits and the same drawbacks of being high-elves. So let's go ahead. I'll start the game. We'll let the cutscene that introduces the lore play, but then I'll skip through the tutorial sections and pick it up again once we're ready to join the Principality's Council. So let's start.
Before the Cataclysm, there were no gods on Solasta. No humans either. Then, the rift opened. Some say it was a magical accident, or the work of an evil god. No one knows for sure. The Cataclysm destroyed the old high-elf empire. Manicalan, they called it, and twisted the land beyond recognition. Now, only the brave and the foolish go there, in search of ancient treasures. But something is happening deep in those Badlands. Whatever it is, it can't be good.
Okay, it is the year 1024 after the Cataclysm. New states have arisen around the Badlands and crave its treasures. A newly discovered road offers a safer route into the ruined heart of the Empire from the Principality of Masgarth, upsetting the balance of power. The Legacy Council is formed to ensure that this knowledge is shared. It issues a call for agents to explore the Badlands in its name. In our situation, the group of adventurers proceed to Caer Kiflin from the new Empire. They are going to help explore the Badlands and try and make sure that the benefits go to the new Empire as much as possible. So that's the background. Let's get started. Okay, so here's our party. We'll take a look at them individually in a bit more detail. But before I do that, I wanted to just quickly look at some of the features in the game that you can set. So I'm playing on the standard difficulty setting, the adventurer. So it's intended to give you the tabletop RPG experience. So we've got things that we can set, like when you detect a trap, stop movement rather than blunder right into it. Group monster initiatives, if you like. These are all just the default settings that I've got selected. Focus camera and battle actions I've taken off. I think it works a wee bit better for video purposes if you're not jumping around the battlefield. And yeah, authentic mode is our difficulty setting, but if you choose custom difficulty, then you can have things like you can increase or reduce the amount of damage that is taken. You can disable any enemy critical hits. You can, somewhere down here, you can guarantee a critical hit. So every 15 rolls, a player character will be guaranteed a critical. Deadly AI, merciless AI, auto-revive, etc. No food required. So there's a whole load of things in here that you can change to suit your preferences. But as I said, we're just going to go with the authentic mode, and I've covered this the last time I did the game. You can choose your dice. Very nice. So that's the settings. Let's check out the characters. So we have Elenwe a fighter sellsword. And she probably is going to be the leader of the group. Where do we have... Where's our personality types? Doesn't actually show. I suppose it's down here, yeah. Personality, authority, and resolves problems, or resolves issues probably, with violence. We have Galathil, who's a ranger spy. We don't have a rogue at all, so I could do with somebody with sleight of hand proficiency. I guess Galathil will probably pick that up at some point. I'm going to go with the two-handed style of fighting, and I probably want to swap out one of the swords for an axe, just like a sword and axe combo. Although there is something to be said for a sword, a club, or a mace. So that when you're up against the skeletons, the mace is a bit of a better choice. So that's Galathil. We have Miriel, a wizard academic, and she is obviously the most intelligent in the group. She's not very good at, not very strong, so she's not very good at jumping probably. I'm not sure how far she'll be able to jump. Maybe 2 squares. So, but she will be our... no, she won't be our negotiator. Investigator, and not even the best insight. Who is our negotiator? We don't really have one. So she might actually be, unless we want people intimidated. Okay, so that's Miriel. And finally we've got Orofin, a cleric lawkeeper. Going with the mace and the shield, obviously. And I guess that's it. So, that's our party. Let's get on with our adventure. First thing we need to do is to attend the Legacy Council. But before we attend the Legacy Council, I'm going to come over here and... can we not access these yet? No, we can't. Right, okay. Well, I guess we do go find the Legacy Council first. So once the map opens up, you're able to fast travel to locations. I think we want to head up here. And I'm always a bit torn between... I would like to be able to follow the party.
This place is magnificent.
But then I tend to also want to, in these sorts of situations, click quite far ahead. So, following the marker down here, hopefully it's not leading us astray.
Nice gardens.
And I do like the way the game has, it restricts who you speak to until you pass certain points, and then more options open up for you.
Look at the size of this council hall.
So this is what they spend our taxes on.
Look! Is that the princess?
Awestruck.
Wait. Is she leaving?
Apparently so.
Then who will administer the oath?
It's not her role.
There's an oath keeper for that, I think.
You thought it would be the princess?
Fools. If not her, then who?
If she rules the whole principality, who's more important?
Lady Keen, the council's oath keeper, is trusted by all.
Lord Karen,
Yes, milady.
are these your new deputies?
They are, milady.
My name is Lyra Keen, oath keeper of the council,
Quiet, everyone.
and I will be administering your vows. Once sworn in, you will carry the authority of the council wherever you go. Your every action will reflect upon the council's reputation. Remember that. Always. Now, please, raise your right hands. Do you, each and all, solemnly swear your lives and allegiance to this council and promise to carry forth our mission to protect our alliance from any who would threaten the common good.
I swear.
I swear.
Excellent. Lord Karen will enter your name into the Council's register. Thank you for your service.
Congratulations, deputies.
Wait, that's it?
Disappointment, yeah. You'd expect a parade.
What were you expecting? A parade?
No, I don't know. It just feels a bit anticlimactic.
Sorry to disappoint. So, the mission. As I'm sure you know, the Council maintains a number of outposts to secure the border between the Principality and the Marches. One of them is the former Imperial Fortress, KLM. It's held by some 50 troops under the command of Captain Henrik. He sends us weekly status reports, or rather, he used to. We haven't heard a word from him in 3 weeks. Leave immediately for KLM and find out if anyone there is still alive. If Captain Henrik or anyone else is still breathing, bring him back. The Council wants a first-hand report.
Wait, you spoke of the marches?
Wait, these marches, they're not in the Badlands, are they?
The Marches are a no-man's land between the civilized world and the Badlands. It's outside the chain of mountains that really define the Badlands. We wouldn't send you in there. Yet.
Sounds dangerous.
A whole garrison gone? There are only 4 of us.
Just find out what happened. Run back if you get scared.
Got it. Though we were hoping for a first mission with more riches than risk, if you catch my drift.
You don't get to choose your mission, I'm afraid. So, gather what you need and go. Time is of the essence.
Tell us about Captain Henrik first.
What can you tell us about this Captain Henrik?
A fine officer. More than 15 years in the Principality's army. He inspires trust, loyalty, and courage. Hence the decision to post him there, facing danger.
Okay, let's go.
Right, I guess that's that. It's on to KLM.
Okay, so obviously familiar with KLM from having played the initial version of the game, but I do believe that KLM has been expanded. There's lots more to do there than there was before, so I'm looking forward to finding that out. I really do like the way that the game's laid out. So in comparison with Baldur's Gate 3, for example, it just does feel so much more like a tabletop RPG. I should be using the fast travel here. We want to get back to Market Street. Yeah, so even things like that, I mean, that's the sort of, if you're playing a tabletop, you would say to your DM, right, we'll head back to the market. Let's speak to Hugo Requer.
I'm in the middle of something, sorry.
So we can't talk to you. We need to get food, so hopefully we can talk to Gorham. Hang on. Level up.
Come back later. I'm busy with the
I hadn't even
accounts.
noticed that. So, can we level up without food? Oh, does Annie speak to us here? Let's... No, she doesn't. She grabs our attention at one point. Yeah, we need to come in here and get a room for the 12:14 AM, so it's after midnight. I guess we do need a room for the night.
Hello, adventurers. What can I offer you?
Yeah. In the tutorial, they have a discussion about the beer tasting like donkey piss.
Your beer is terrible, and that's being polite about it.
What? What? I've never had any complaints about the beer before. Maybe your palate is not refined enough.
Take that. Tell us about this place.
Tell us about your tavern.
The inn? Well, it's not that old, but somehow it feels like it's been here forever. Well, you can meet all kinds of people here, that's the good thing. An old scavenger, a diplomat from the council, a knight, a lord, a beggar. We also have rooms to rent by the night.
Why the name Gravekeep's Cask?
Well, it's very old, from imperial times. Perhaps a historian would know, but I don't.
What, Miriel? Impresses.
We'd like to stay for the night.
Sure. Just walk up to the suite.
Ah, of course.
And settle in.
A suite?
Oh, it's more like a large bedroom, really. But you know, this is the capital city.
Yeah, so presumably we don't need to have food. If we're paying 10 gold, that should include bed and breakfast, I would think. Okay, level 2, we just get extra hit points for Elaine Way. Galithil, unlocked fighting style and spells, ranger spells. So the fighting style is going to be 2-weapon fighting. And we've already got Hunter's... No, we don't have Hunter's Mark, but we're taking Hunter's Mark. And we'll also take Jump is good to have. If we've got someone like Miriel who can't jump far themselves. I know friendship, cure wounds. Let's take jump, just in case we do need to help Miriel out. That will do there. Miriel. Specialisation. So Arcane Tradition, we're going to go with Lone Master, I think. Because she's all about digging out the old Empire knowledge. So do that. Yeah, go with Lone Master. And we have 2 spells to pick. I didn't want Miriel to take the jump spell to cast on herself because I want to keep her spells for combat. So what do we have? We Colour Spray, Detect Magic, Magic Missile, Thunderwave, Shield and Sleep. I'm thinking about, should I take Identify? Just to save on costs a wee bit, so we don't need the merchant to identify magical items for us. And also, help me decide what to take and leave behind. So we'll do that, and Burning Hands, I suppose. We've got Ray of Frost and Shadow Dagger here, as well as Firebolt. So I think that's fine. And Orofin, Cleric. Let's see. And we'll prepare the spells as well, so... yeah, leave them as they are. We've got Detect Magic. I took Identify. It was Detect Magic I was thinking about. So that's a bit of a waste. Well, save us a wee bit of money, I suppose. Cure Wounds, Blesser or Domain spells. Inflict Wounds, Healing Word, Shield of Faith. Would I want to switch that over for something else? Might actually take that off and take Bless instead. That's a domain spell. I might just leave it on Shield of Faith then. Yep. Okay. Good to go. Let's come out now and see if any of these merchants will speak to us. Yeah. Both of them, well, looks like Annie Bagmorda's not. Over here, guys. Where are you going? No, okay. Let's come down. I was hoping that we could get access to the chest. That's where we can store our party gear.
Welcome to Gorim's Emporium.
Have you got him?
Are you Gorim?
That's me, the one and only.
What do you sell?
What do you have to sell?
Everything you'll need for going out there into the Badlands. Food, ropes, torches, and of course armor and weapons. I also have some other stock like remedies and antitoxins. That can come in handy. Ever heard of deep spiders?
It sounds scary. Can we see your wares? Let's just focus in on what we need here. We'll take 8 food. That's 8, isn't it? 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so let's buy 8 food. And I want to check. You've got thieves' tools. Nobody else does. I like to have 2 sets of thieves' tools. Just so that if Galithil fails, somebody else can get a chance and they don't have to switch the tools over. So we'll take that as well. That's it, I think, for now. Probably well stocked up on arrows and the like. Actually, let's come out of here and we'll check that out. You've got 20 bolts for your crossbow, that's fine. Let's switch some of these over here. You've got a lot of torches, which you don't need. You've got 19 arrows. You've got 4 arrows for some reason. Oh, you picked them up in the tutorial, don't you? And you've got 1 food. And you've got arrows as well, so they can come into Galithil, and you've got 20 bolts. Scroll of Cure Wounds. Okay. We need to decide or see who's proficient with our toolkits. Scroll kit 0. You've got +2 for the scroll kit, but 0 for the rosary. Smiths and poison smiths. Alright, okay. Yeah, so I think we're fine there with arrows, etc.
Deputies,
There's Annie grabbed us.
a word if you please.
So famous already. I love it.
You were in there too. Are you a member of the council?
I'm Annie Bagmorder, quartermaster of the Scavengers Guild. We don't have a seat in there, but they all know exploring the Badlands without us would be a bad idea. That's why you should stop by our headquarters downtown. You'll need our services, I'm sure.
Is that compulsory?
No. But you'll find our services useful. Everyone does. Did Lord Karen not tell you?
No. He pretty much stuck to giving orders.
Oh, right. Anyway, we offer plenty of help and advice to beginners like you.
We are grown-ups, you know. Well, at least, most of us are.
Of course you are. Well, good luck.
I do like the scavenger scheme.
Scavengers, eh? I never knew if they were legit or not.
They're tough, these scavengers. Fearless. The scavengers. They've seen so much already. The first explorers of the ancient empire.
So what do you think? Should we check out their headquarters?
It's not far, but I've had enough talking. Let's go kill some monsters.
If there's business to be done, we can't afford not to.
Yeah, so with the scavengers you can, or what I tend to do is pick up what I think is the valuable loot, primed weapons and armour and the like, magical items, and leave the basic stuff like shields and armour and weapons, and the scavengers pick up the stuff you leave behind, bring it back, and you can sell it for a profit. So it saves you having to try and manage your encumbrance quite as much.
Hello. How may I help you?
What do you sell?
What do you sell here?
Mostly potions for heroic adventurers like yourselves. I also have recipes for customers who like to craft their own. And ingredients, too. Even rare flowers from the Badlands. Come back anytime. I'm almost always open.
Good to know. Let's have a look. And actually, let's get rid of the commoner's clothing. And you could do the same. I'm sure we can buy noble garb back if we need it for some reason. Yep, okay, so conclude that. You've got some commoner's clothing as well. I could be getting rid of the torches. Yeah, you can sell them too. Keep hold of the candle. Saves us if we want to light a torch, we don't need to use a fireball spell. So you've got a torch as well, and a candle. I think we'll sell that. And should have sold this too. So let's see, we've got 3, I meant to count this up before, 4 food there. Okay, that's 9 and another 5. So we've got 14 food, that's 3.5 days. I don't want to sell it all. I didn't want to sell it all. I'm trying to press control on my keypad. No, you can't split the items here for some reason. So leave that and we can go and see Annie. But before we see Annie, let's get these extra arrows in here.
Ah, you came.
You piqued our curiosity. So, what exactly do you have to offer?
You don't know?
Do you sell healing potions?
Do you sell healing potions?
No, we don't. There's a shop for that.
What kind of help do you offer to people like us?
Simple. Now, people like you typically carry out missions for the Council. In the Marches, even in the Badlands. Sometimes far away, like Captain Merrin.
Who's Captain Merrin?
You really must be new. She's one of yours. Senior Deputy of the Council. Anyway, you trek out to some old ruin in the Badlands, kill a bunch of orcs. Well, you're still a bit green, so let's say goblins.
Ow! You're hurting our feelings.
Orcs will hurt much more than your feelings, believe me. And stop interrupting, it's rude. So let's say you find yourself with a whole load of rusty swords, leather armor, shields, too much for you to lug back here.
Oh, so we're puny as well as green. Thank you so much.
So instead, you brave heroes just clear the place of monsters and draw us a nice clean map. Then we take our carts and pick up every piece of junk. We bring it back, we sell it, and we split the profits with you. We move the stuff, you go off to kill more bad things. Everybody wins.
For a percentage, of course.
What? You could never carry it all anyway. Not in your little backpacks.
Okay, see you later.
Well, thank you. I guess that's it for us.
Fine. Feel free to visit us any time. Or drop into any scavenger camp.
Are there others?
Anywhere we can settle. By the way, if you find Captain Henrik, tell him we're still interested.
In what?
In getting our people to Caer Lem. The outpost is perfect for us. Close to the Badlands, with plenty of space for our camp.
Right. We'll tell him if we find him.
That would be appreciated. The more you do for us, the more we do for you.
Oh, so this business relationship can get better.
And I hope it will, friend.
I guess we'll see you around then.
Sure. Good luck out there. And don't forget, in the Badlands, always keep your eyes open.
Okay. That's another feature of the game I think is really good, is all the different factions that you can improve opinion with, and then you get benefits, like reductions on cost of items. So we're going to do some stealing here. We have unfinished biography, which we'll take, and Dragon's Den advertisement. A. Merton. I remember that name from playing this before. So he's, I think, one of the original scavengers. And we have a grand opening of the Dragon's Den, 23rd of May. Which in reality is about 4 weeks away. But it's not like an MMORPG, I don't think. So, fine, thank you. This is our chest here. I'm going to dump a fair bit of stuff in here. So, I don't think we need that. Or that. We'll leave the projectile parts here for now as well. If we can, keep everything else. But can I split off these here? I can. I need to carry 4 torches on you. You can drop these as well. I'm going to do stack, that's good. Get rid of another 3 torches. Well, actually, torches do run out. Crafting basic poison. I'm going to leave that for now. Get poisoner's kit on us. Yeah. So there is a reason to take more than 1 torch, but I don't think we're actually going to need it. The starting adventures are quite short. You in there too. And you shouldn't have too much actually. There's a few wee things I would tweak about the game, obviously. Keep the Keeper's badge on you. And that's as good to go. And this is not going to work, I don't think. I remember spending quite a while trying to do this before. Yeah. What is it? Difficulty class of 22. So very little chance at all of them succeeding. Okay. And that's us all tooled up and ready to go. And actually, just looking at the time, it said earlier, I remember when I stopped for the long rest in the inn, it was 12:14 AM. I presumed that was 12:15 at night. Mostly not. Well, we're just going to head out anyway. We can take a long rest in a camp outside of the town. So, yeah, reach the outpost is our next mission. Convey the scavenger's message. Secondary. Okay. Well, I'm going to put in a break here and we'll pick this up again. Start our adventure proper next time out. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please leave me a comment, rate the video, and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. And I hope to see you again next time. Cheers.